I know. All bloody hell's gonna break loose. Even when you've disappeared, I can't get away from you.
What is going on, my knights? This is the perfect time to use the word knights because this is the Batman Bad Blood review. And I finally watched it, and wow, I have to say a lot, and I'm going to cover this within a few minutes. So, Batman Bad Blood stars a huge cast of voice actors. We have Jason O'Mara is the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne, Yavin Stravinsky as Batwoman and Catherine Kane. We have Stuart Allen as Robin, aka Damian Wayne. We have Sean Muir as Nightwing and Dick Grayson. We have Morena as Talia al Ghul, which she's perfect. Steve Blum as Black Mask and Firefly. Gaius Charles as Batwing and Luke Fox. And we also have Lucius Fox, played by Ernie Hudson. So for any of you Ernie Hudson fans out there, you get some Lucius Fox, and even Matthew Mercer. He's a great voice actor, and he's really well known. So this movie is taken off from clearly New 52 centric start. The current DC animated universe asks the question, I mean, who will save Gotham when the Batman's gone? So you're probably wondering, is it a female, a new heavy hitter, and Gotham collects some of the Bat family's C and D list villains to take out the Bat, while a shadowy organization pulls the strings from behind the curtain. So we have two new characters that are introduced into this animated film, making their debut, Batwoman and Batwing. These are the first time you'll see them in an animated film, and I'm really excited to see this. The film opens up with the group of baddies aggressively interrogating a man they kidnapped. So, there's no Joker, no Two-Face here. Rather, the Batwoman, brings together the likes of Electrocutioner, Killer Moth, Firefly, the Calculator, Tusk, Hellhound, and the Mad Hatter. While separately, these supervillains pose no match for the Dark Knight. As we all know, the Dark Knight can kick some serious ass. As a unit, they surprisingly hold their own pretty well, and I'm excited to say that they do. Batwoman makes her animated debut, and she does a fantastic job in this movie. You see a lot of her, and I did not know much about Batwoman, and I did not know that she was a lesbian. Bisexual, I don't know if she's bisexual or she had a thing for Dick Grayson back in the day. Batwoman makes her animated debut, like I said, in her before Batman jumps in to save her skin. This is a spoiler, so if you want to avoid more spoilers, stop watching this review right now. She is finally introduced after a brief exchange of fistcuffs, but Batman manages to push Batwoman out of the window into the safety of Gotham's Bay before a explosion seemingly kills him, or so we thought. But after a while, the city begins to notice the absence of a certain Cape Crusader, and Batman's missing for 2 weeks already, and they don't know what the hell's going on, where he is. Even Alfred has to play off as Bruce Wayne's on vacation on a business trip. Damian is still studying at a mysterious monastery in the Himalayas. If you saw Batman vs. Robin, this is where he was headed after the ending. So that's not a spoiler. And Nightwing's work is business as usual until Batman's disappearance brings the two sons back to Gotham. Dick Grayson dons an old batsuit, so he's not wearing the same exact batsuit that you see Bruce Wayne don in this film, taking up Bruce's mantle while tracking down any lead that can shed some light of Bruce's sudden disappearance. So it's very interesting to see Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson, take on the role of Batman and the mantle of the cowl. Batman has faced the menace of the Joker, Immortal Ra's al Ghul, stood toe by toe against Superman. I'm sure Nightwing shares my, sentiments, but I'll be damned if the likes of Killer Moth or the Calculator take the Dark Knight down, and I'll be pretty pissed off, but I'm excited to say they don't. This film is basically centered on family bonds, bad blood, and Bat family. That's the main thing and the main premise you get around this idea. Nightwing's costume is the old Batman costume. It's blue, navy blue, has the yellow bat symbol with the black bat on it, and his shorts and his yellow belt. I like how they went kind of classic, and then in the middle of the movie they switched it. Most of the scenes showing Batman were actually Dick Grayson in an old Batsuit, like I said, rather than Bruce himself. Catherine Kane plays a huge role in this movie. The Batwoman plays a role in the story as Damian Wayne's Robin, though it takes about half of the movie to introduce him. Luke Fox, son of Lucius Fox, dons the Batwing armor finally and makes his glorious animated film debut, bringing to home video market, and I gotta say, he did a fantastic job. Okay, the voice cast is amazing. I had such a great time listening to this voice cast. But the thing I wanted to say is, same Bat, different man. Dick Grayson dons the mantle, and I have to say he does a really good job portraying Batman, even though Damian Wayne, aka Robin, figures he's not Bruce Wayne under the cowl real quickly, and so does Batwoman. And the connection between Nightwing and Batwoman is pretty cool. I don't know what kind of backstory they have. I haven't really read on Batwoman. Kill me for saying that. But like I said, the voice cast is stellar. Jay Olivia directed DC Comics animated film from Justice League War. Jason O'Mara reprises his role as Batman Bruce Wayne, with Stuart Allen returning as Robin Damian Wayne, and Sean Muir from Firefly fame returns as Nightwing Dick Grayson, with fellow cast and Talia al Ghul. Talia al Ghul is voiced real well. New to the animated fold, the lovely Yavin Stravinsky. She plays Talia al Ghul, and she plays her perfectly. Batwoman, Catherine Kane, is from Friday Night Lights. I'm sure you guys have known her voice, Gaius Charles. I don't know if I'm butchering that name. But we also have Lucius Fox, played by no other than Mr. Ghostbuster himself, Ernie Hudson. And all the players are here with a cast of Bat Family characters. Only things missing from the fold are the likes of Batgirl and Red Hood, though I have a sneaking suspicion we'll get them in the near future. And like I said, if you don't want to know spoilers, she is at the end of the credits as a cameo. Yes, that's a spoiler, and if you did, I already warned you guys. But there's tons of action in this movie. The voice acting is incredible. The story's real cool. I was trying to figure out who that masked Bat dude was, and then finally seeing that he was a future version of Damian Wayne was kind of confusing, but at the same time it was interesting. I know the previous two films, you'd had to watch them in order to get this one. I watched the previous two films. I didn't really enjoy the last two, but this one did it justice. I really enjoyed this one. In closing, Batman Bad Blood was the most enjoyable DC animated film in recent years. But while I appreciate when they adapt, they tried true comic story arcs, and I really enjoyed it. The film's action sequences are meshed wonderfully with the film's dialogue. I had such a great time. The soundtrack is good. Nightwing is sarcastic as ever, with Batwoman mouthing off some, gold comedy segments, and surprisingly it had me laugh and continue watching. The last couple of Batman animated films were adapted to take iconic comic book art, Court of the Cowls. So, like I mentioned earlier, Bad Blood has all the pieces it needs to eventually follow up with a Batman Incorporated film. So I'd like to see that in the near future, though the series was short-lived post-Flashpoint in the comics. It was fun, frantic, and also Batman was awesome to see, and Nightwing did a really good job, and the nun ninjas kind of made me laugh a little bit, but they were pretty badass with their guns and their swords. I'd have to give this movie a solid 9 out of 10 because it was really well thought out, and I had a fun time watching this. Would I recommend a buy? Yes, I would if you're a huge Batman fan. If you haven't seen the last two, I would like watch it or rent it before you go out and buy it, but this is a definite buy for all your Batman fans. Until next time, guys, Critical Redemption out. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Not happy gaming, but happy movie hunting. Take care.